A riddle tattle, spat on a biscuit, a tattle tittle, a biscuit battle.
Did he have an accent? Was that on purpose?
What? What are you talking about, good sir?
A biscuit risket.
A biscuit risket.
biscuit
A wicked
ricket.
biscuit. Spit on a pickle. A pickle backle.
Spit on a pickle.
Spit on a pickle backle. Pickle battle.
Good old Beckham.
David Beckham on a pickle.
David Beckham spit on a pickle.
Beckham back in the pickle.
We spit all over his pickle.
He's got a spitty pickle.
Oh, Paul Victoria.
Who goes there?
Oh, it's you. Come on in. Welcome to the Scumm Bar. It's Halloween time! Hello, Anth0z. Okay, you can shut up now, fam. Hello! Welcome to the Scumm Bar. It is the Halloween-themed episode. The Scumm Bar is where we talk about podcasts. No, it's a podcast where we talk about movies, video games, pop cultures, pumpkins, and everything in between. Anth0z, hello.
Hi.
I am Mattbrush, your co-host. You, Anth0z, are my other co-host. Yeah, I'm clearly that intro got the better of me, but I think we're gonna recover right now.
I wish you walked into my apartment with that sound, like, or is like just before I opened the door, you should have been playing that. Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, that was. So I was looking at a soundboard and I was trying to find horrific sound effects.
Yeah.
That one, this app had the worst sound effects on it, just terrible.
Yeah.
That one's called horror. And so I clicked on it, it's just terrible.
That's the
just
worst.
a woman screaming at the top of her lungs immediately, and then well done, well done. Anyways, I want to tell you a little joke here. So
Cool.
Can I tell you a joke?
I would love it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I just got back from the Transformers convention, and boy, are my arms tires.
Oh, I was actually a little bit more excited for the fact that you went to a Transformers convention. I'm like, why wasn't I there?
Never did. But you and I went to sort of a Transformers convention.
We went to like the best kind of Transformers meetup ever.
Yes, so maybe you should tell a story.
Should I?
Yeah, tell a story.
Well, the story
Tell it.
goes.
Tell it
This,
now.
this is how the story goes.
Tell it.
The start of the story is that. Actually, I'm not. We met at the theater. Yeah,
No,
that's
but
the start.
beforehand. So on
Okay,
was it
fine.
last
Okay,
week?
so last
Yeah.
last week, one of the topics we were talking about was had to do with movies that we would want to see, older movies that we would like to see back in theaters, and what we would watch. And I believe I mentioned specifically if the Transformers animated movie from 1980s, like that, the original Transformers animated movie came out, the Orig movie. If that came to theaters, I would watch it right away. So we said that on the podcast. Then the next day, I was looking into I was looking into Orson Welles. I just wanted to Google him because you mentioned it. It came up in my head. I wanted to remember what he looked like. So I Googled Orson Welles, and for some reason, Google said the first result actually said that the Transformers movie would be playing that coming weekend, like the next day. And I was like, how can this is like what?
Pure happenstance. It was perfect. It was kismet, as they say.
Yes.
So,
I've never used that word before, but I will concur.
Okay. Well, we went.
And we kismet.
And we kismet. Yeah,
Yep.
we kismet up, and then we kismet there as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And we saw the Transformers movie. Oh, actually, I have audio from that, don't I?
Oh yeah, that's right, you do.
Don't I?
Yeah.
Do you have audio from that?
No, but I could probably imitate some of the voices.
Do it. I want to hear this.
Grimlock.
Oh my god, Grimlock was the funniest. So just to say beforehand too, so I had actually never seen the original Transformers, which I think I actually said.
Yeah, that's right.
On last week. So
Yeah.
so it was fun for me because I didn't know these people at all. So it was hearing Grimlock's voice was really funny. Who did I like? There was
Cup?
no, the one guy who was calling him Prime.
Yo,
Pram!
Springer.
Okay.
I think that was Springer. Yeah.
So this is the... Was this it? Just his voice.
Oh no, that wasn't. No, that was Blaster.
Picks up that. Oh, sweet.
Is this it?
I don't know. Yeah, this is the opening. Yeah. Oh, you got the opening. That's like the opening production companies. Yeah. You know, instead of like 20th Century Fox and Miramax,
okay.
it's whatever these ones are.
I just know I got people cheering.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's bringing me back.
Okay, so for those who don't know, we saw it in a theater called the Rio Theater here in Vancouver, and the theater did a little thing for Transformers. It was a nice little diddle back to the old school 80s movies, but this theater, I love that about private theaters. You can still have that experience like you would have when you were a kid, so
Yeah.
it's great that it brings that back. A friend of mine was just saying how he got to go see 1984 over there. They did this big celebration for it and stuff, so
Yeah.
that's really cool. I commend that. I wish more theaters were able to do that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Back to Halloween now, though.
Sure.
It's the Halloween episode.
It is.
Woo!
Yay.
I haven't been very Halloweeny this year, I have to admit.
You haven't been a Halloweeny?
I haven't been a Halloweeny. You know, I've been a Halloweeny. And I guess what that means is I've done practically nothing except for I watched a lot of Halloween movies.
Okay, well, I mean, you still got time. It's not
Yeah.
quite Halloween yet. As long as you watch a Halloween movie on Halloween, you've
Yeah.
met the Hallow quota.
That's true. What I did watch was Halloween. But we'll get into it.
Ooh.
First off, let me
Okay.
tell you a pirate joke.
Please.
Okay. What is Captain Hook's favorite store?
Toys R Us?
That's actually better.
Okay.
That was the secondhand store. Yarr.
Oh, wow. Oh. That poor guy.
Okay, what do we drinking? Anth0z.
What we be drinking?
What we be drinking?
I think this one's called, this was the Angry Scotch?
Yeah, Angry Scotch
Angry
Ale.
Scotch Ale? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Cheers, friendo.
Cheers. Clink.
Yarr.
Clink. Whoa. That's pretty sweet. Is it just me?
I don't know if that's sweet necessarily. Sorry for the mic. I'm just walking away and grabbing the bottle here, but I don't know if that's necessarily sweet. Let's get into it. It's a gold Scotch ale. A wee angry Scotch ale is part of the Russell Brewmaster series, which is a succession of small batch beers crafted for an unconventional beer drinker.
And it sounds like you said it's an old small biatch.
Biatch. An old small batch beers. Crafted in the style of a 19th century 90-shilling Scotch ale, a strong dark ale with a dominant malt accent that originated in Edinburgh. Edinburgh! You know what the Edinburgh Castle's got? You know what the statue by the Edinburgh Castle is? It's man. Do you know who it is?
Edinburgh. Would I know?
He's fairly famous. Maybe a young little Mel Gibson may have played him at some point.
Who is Mel Gibson? Oh, he played that guy in What Women Want.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you're
Yep.
right. It was that guy.
That's the one.
That's the guy the statue is.
What was his name?
They liked that movie so much at the Edinburgh Castle. It was William Wallace.
Okay.
That was the
Well,
man.
I was kind of correct because What Women Want also start with W's, the initials. And anyway,
Wow.
yeah.
How'd you pull that out? That was well done. Well, I commend you, sir. That was well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
That's what I do.
Okay, let's get into ye old news.
Let's do it.
Ye old news. Oh,
Yee.
this is what I'm talking about. This is the quality of sound effects we have.
Okay.
Like, what is that? There's another one. Actually, I want to show you how funny this is.
Sounds like if a car could be a ghost and throw up. That's what it sounded like to me.
What is this? Man laughing. Oh, no,
That's you.
Okay, here we go. Evil laugh.
That's
I think I sound better on our intro than that.
Oh, what's it from? That's when you that's when you encounter Bowser in Super Mario 64. That's exactly what it sounds like. Except slow down.
Oh my god, it's so bad. We also have Godzilla because of copyright.
Ooh. Okay, that's authentic. That's a good sound.
Yep. We also have the Halloween theme, which is perfect for ye old news right now. Ye old news, because my first topic is Halloween.
This
the
is
movie.
This is like the first best original EDM song ever, I think.
Yeah, I play this on piano. I love this song.
I hope the audience can actually hear these.
If they can't,
bites,
then
but-
sucks to their asmar. Universal's Halloween, the 11th film in the horror franchise, beat expectations and earned an estimated $77.5 million in North America this weekend. That's the best opening for the 40-year-old slasher series. So, have you seen it yet? I'm not sure if you saw Halloween.
No, I'm not even sure if I saw the original Halloween movies.
Oh, okay.
I might have seen them when I was young, but I just don't really remember. Because all those movies, they blend in together. Like, I couldn't definitively say which one was Scream and which was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, God.
And which one was
God, we need to stop
Halloween
this podcast
and-
now. You're talking blasphemy right now. So, personally, I don't really like the 90s horror films all that much. Like Scream.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Scary Movie, definitely not. No, none of that kind of stuff. I Know What You Did Last... No.
Wait,
no.
like the Scary Movie or like
Scary Movie.
Like,
the Scary
like
Movie.
the Wayans Bros.
Yeah,
Scary
I'm not a
Movie?
big fan of those ones.
Okay.
I don't like I Know What You Did. I don't like Jeepers Creepers. I don't like Scream.
Okay.
I don't really like any of those. Although I like Wes Craven, I didn't really like Scream at all.
Okay.
But I do like the 80s horror ones. And I do like Halloween. So Halloween actually is an old 70s horror movie. And it was before Jason. So the Halloween character is Michael Myers. He's the main villain.
Austin Powers.
Yes, exactly. Mike Myers comes in.
Yeah. Gets Shaggy.
That's what I was trying to... I couldn't remember the word. I was like, what is that word? Yeah, he gets Shaggy with it.
Yeah.
And so he's not a supernatural villain like Freddy is. And he's not like Jason where he's an undead zombie or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's just a regular... Well, he was a boy. In the very first one, he's a boy, and he kills his sister at the very beginning of the movie.
Oh.
So he kills his sister and goes to an insane asylum. And then on Halloween night, well, actually the day before Halloween, he breaks out of the insane asylum years later when he's like an older man.
Yeah.
And he breaks out of the insane asylum, puts on a mask, and then just goes around and kills a bunch of people. And that's like the first movie. It's not at all like your typical slasher. He's just a regular dude killing people. And so it's also not like celebrating the way he kills them. He just kills people by like choking them, or he slams someone into a wall too hard and they die.
Okay.
Or there's one, probably the best scene in the first movie. He stabs a guy with a knife into the wall.
Yeah.
And then the guy's stuck on the wall and just dies.
Oh.
He slowly dies.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers just looks up at him and he just turns his head slowly as he looks at him.
I think I
It's
remember
like-
that scene.
it's
Yeah.
really interesting because it's
Yeah.
like he's just like intrigued by the death, but
Yeah.
it's like doesn't say anything. He never says anything. He just kind of walks really slowly. He just kills everybody.
That's almost artistic.
Yeah. It's unique. So I've always liked it. I've always had a soft spot for Michael Myers, but I don't like the rest of the movies. So
Okay.
the first one, the older one in the 70s is good. I actually like part 2 as well, which is I think in 82 or so when that movie came out.
Okay.
And that one takes place on Halloween night, the night after.
Right.
There's also the breakout role for Jamie Lee Curtis, is where she became famous, was from these movies. So.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
So Halloween was also done with a budget of like $350,000 for the
Okay.
whole movie, so it's a very low budget film.
Yeah.
And so Jamie Lee Curtis starred in the first and second movie, part 1, part 2.
Did we talk about this already? We haven't actually talked about the Halloween series at all, right? Because
I don't think so, no.
Because maybe I was listening to somebody else talk about it, but I heard that. Wait, did you say Wes Craven is a director, producer, director?
John Carpenter. Did I say Wes Craven?
No, I don't know.
I probably
I
said
don't
Wes
know
Craven
names,
earlier
so-
with Scream, but John Carpenter's who did Halloween.
Okay, so maybe it was John Carpenter. Or anyway,
I might have said Wes Craven. I probably mixed the names there, but yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, yeah, somebody. I heard from somebody, whoever it was, either Wes or John. They told me directly
Yep.
that this Halloween movie is supposed to be the actual sequel, and all the ones
Yes.
that happened in between were pretty much just like you don't count them at
This
all.
isn't new to them. They've done this a few times where they say this is the definitive movie and it gets rid of a few of the other ones.
I see.
Especially in the Halloween series, they've done this before.
Yeah.
And then I guess in 2009, I think it was, Rob Zombie came out with another Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Halloween, and it was a remake of the first one.
Yeah.
And then he did Halloween 2, and that was a remake of part 2 from back then too.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah, this one removes everything all the way back, and it only takes the very first movie, and this is a sequel to that movie.
Huh.
So it just disregards everything else. There's a whole lot. There's like 11 movies in total. What does it say? 11
What?
there? Yeah, it says the 11th film. So this is the 11th
Oh, yeah,
film.
wow.
It's technically now being part 2 again. It's doing its own part 2.
So every 10 movies will be the sequel.
the
correct
That's not even a
sequel.
remake.
Yeah.
Every 10 movies, it's the sequel.
Yeah.
It's just called Halloween. So it's literally Halloween and then Halloween.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say too much about it because you haven't seen it. I do recommend you see it. If you do, you
Okay.
should watch the first one first.
Sure.
And it's less than 2 hours. It's a really quick movie, so you can
Okay.
easily see the first one and then go ahead and see the next one.
Cool.
I don't think it's amazing, just to say first, that just to give a very small review.
Mhm.
I don't think that it's amazing, but I also don't think it's bad. I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. I'm not sure if any scary movie could ever meet that amazing mark.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're right. Yeah, you're right to some extent. Yeah, but I do. Scary movies are memorable for sure.
Yeah, I think they can hit that like amazingly scary mark, and like obviously when you get to those really really scary moments, and those are the things that get ingrained in people, then how that makes it memorable to people is what makes it kind of amazing, right? But I mean, in terms of I don't know, like a quality movie, but that's also subjective too. So.
Yeah, it depends what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But you're right, in a lot of horror movies, especially this type of slasher horror movie, you're not prone to getting a good story, good drama, good acting.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, this movie does have quite a bit of that. But it also falls flat in a few moments too, which I can get into in more depth at a later date. But all in all, it's worth seeing. But I really hope this is the bookend, and they just kind of say, now this is part 2, and we're done.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? It's up to them. It's up to Hollywood. They can do whatever they want. But I thought, as an original kind of moviegoer for the original one, I think this one was interesting, and I think they did a fairly good job.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Well, thanks. I value that.
Yes. What you can read the next one if you'd like to, because there's not much more information than that. Oh, sorry. Nope, I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
That would make sense to close that point with that song
there
too,
you go.
right?
Bookend.
So, yeah, there you
Okay.
go. So the next one is Sony, apparently.
Oh my god! Sorry.
So
Okay, you can stop screaming now.
So that's how Sony announces. They screamed out that there's development being done on the PS5.
Yeah, so anybody who's known that this has been in development for a while now. The PS5 is obviously being in development because they have to get it ready for all the new games, and that takes years of development. So the fact is that they've actually officially come out and said that. And what that tells me, I think, is that they're probably going to be announcing the PS5 at some point soon. So we're in 2018 right now. Yeah. Just so you know. I would say 2019, we could maybe see an announcement.
And that's the year after 2018.
Yeah, actually, I think this year is going to be the year before 2019, so therefore 19 would be the year after 18. I think you're right, yeah.
Good.
I think that's how it works.
So do they? Does Sony do anything kind of like Apple, where there's always one day of the year? I think for Apple,
like
it's
Sony
around,
Day?
Yeah, because I think between September, I can't remember, 12th? September 11th or 10th? 11th? No, maybe that's the 9th. Between the 9th and the 12th, one of those days is like the annual Apple makes an announcement day.
Okay, well, PlayStation, there is a PlayStation Experience Day.
Oh, okay.
But they are not doing it this year. They normally do, and they have like kind of their own E3, but just for Sony.
Yeah. Right.
But they're not doing it this year apparently. I don't know what to say about that. I honestly think that Sony's keeping a lot of things under wraps right now because they're doing a lot of development.
Yeah.
It's either that or they're twiddling their thumbs waiting for some games to be released. I really hope for the former instead of the latter, but they are probably, in my head, the optimistic view is that they're going to announce PS4 early next year.
PS4?
Yeah. Sorry, PS5.
Okay.
They're
announcing the sequel to PS4. PS4.
The PS4. Again. PS4 ever.
PS4 later.
So the optimistic view would be early next year.
Okay.
My prediction would be more of like a late in the year.
Okay.
Like later, I don't know, it's September to December. It could be sometime in those months.
Second half.
Yeah. My prediction is that they'll do it in the second half of the year.
Okay.
But the optimistic view would be in the early half of the year. And then my I don't think so, but still could happen is 2020. But I don't think I think it will release in 2020. I think they'll actually release the whole console in 2020. So I think because of that, they're going to announce it in 2019 and get people ready for it. It's a little bit of a game though, because as soon as you talk about your next console, people aren't going to be buying your current console as much. Yeah. Especially when a game releases, people are going to go, do I get it now or do I get the port later on? For example, Last of Us 2 or Part 2 will be coming out. And when that comes out, a lot of people are going to be asking, do I wait now? Or do I buy it now? Or do I wait for the remastered on PS5, which we talked about last time, right? So it gets this little waiting game. That's up to the consumer, and they struggle a little bit. And Sony knows that. So they don't want to have too much of a window the announcement to the marriage, the engagement to the marriage. So.
Right. Although at the same time, like, I don't know, maybe when I've been reading on Reddit, and this is specifically for the Switch though, the Nintendo Switch, that seems like a lot more people are trying to withhold from getting it right away because it's already coming out as like whatever bundle you get is just so expensive to buy. So I'm seeing a lot more people trying to wait for deals, or people that have been saving up since it already came out, but they're saving up to the point that now they're ready to buy it. And I wonder if maybe that could be the case for the PlayStation as well. I mean, could it also just be timing? Who knows?
Yeah. It's interesting. It's up to them. There's also their competition with Xbox, right? So
Yeah.
who knows what Microsoft will do. And when they announce their next Xbox, PlayStation doesn't want to be far behind that either. So they probably have the trigger ready at some point. They want to get more ready, obviously. So each month that goes by, they're better and better and better. But I bet you in the back of their minds, they're also thinking, well, if Microsoft announces this, then we get to be the ones that announce it the next month or something, right? So So we'll see. It's a bit of a game, but we'll get there.
It is a bit of a game. PS5 is a bit of a game.
It's a bit of a game console, they should say.
It's more of a console. Yeah.
The game is on. The next service that we have is rab.it. Now, I want to talk about this only because I've been using it a lot for the last couple weeks. And I actually brought up, I've been watching a lot of movies. So do you know about rab.it?
Yes, because you told me about it when we watched Transformers.
Oh, I did! I forgot I mentioned this to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I just want to talk about it only because I have not stopped using it.
It sounds really cool, by the way.
It's incredible. So it's a rabb.it, Rabbit. And it is just a service where you can watch your own Netflix or YouTube account. You can just watch the content that you have on there, and you watch it together with other people in online rooms. So if you want to have that experience where maybe you want to watch a movie with somebody long distance who's not in your house with you, then you can watch those movies with them and still chat in a chat room kind of experience and watch the movie. So it's incredible. You can also meet people by watching the movie together. So I watched just as a little promo for them, and this is we're not paid at all to say any of this kind of stuff. I just love the service. The day I saw Halloween in theaters, I watched the original Halloween Part 2, and the Rob Zombie Halloween and Rob Zombie Halloween 2. Then went to the theater and I watched all those.
Cow.
I hosted them all on the service and watched them with other people, and we all laughed and loved, and it was great. We had a great time just with a bunch of random strangers. We just had a great time watching Halloween. And then I went out and saw it with my friend in the theater. So good service there. Really like it.
And they say technology makes people, what's the word, antisocial? Nah. It makes people more social, or at least.
I do have a story I'll tell you a little bit later, but
but I mean,
it was pretty funny.
It just seems like this is the kind of thing where you could really utilize to actually get a chance to chat with other people when you otherwise couldn't, right? Because you can't just go out on the street and be like, hey, want to come over and watch a scary movie with
me? Exactly. Want to watch Halloween with me? It's not
and all these other movies before I go to watch it in theaters.
Plus, when somebody clicks on that link, you know that they probably want to watch Halloween because they'd look on the room and see Halloween, so they're like, and then they click on it. So you already know you have that one thing in common, right? Regardless of anything else, you can still go Michael Myers, and they'll be like, da 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 da. Why don't you take the next one?
Do I have to?
You
okay,
should.
Fine.
Go ahead.
Well, so we talked about, I think it was last episode, that Iron Fist was canceled from Netflix, so they will be not renewed for a what would have been a third season, I think, right? Because they had two. And they also recently announced that Luke Cage is also being canceled.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I have a question to ask you, though, about this.
Okay.
Does this mean they're gone forever, or does this mean they're doing that Heroes for Hire thing they talked about?
I would assume that, the Heroes for Hire thing, I mean, okay, I've been watching Luke Cage, and it sounds like they were trying to push more for that just within Luke Cage, like the show alone. I don't really remember that happening much in the Defenders.
So I did not watch season 2 of Iron Fist, and season 2 of Luke Cage already came out?
Yeah, so I think
I didn't see that either.
Yeah. But did they talk about Heroes for Hire in the Defenders? I don't remember. It's been
no. This was all speculation from people, I believe. I think
okay.
Netflix at some point said they're going to do Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
And there's also Colleen Wing.
Wing and Misty Knight.
Yes, that one.
They, I know a lot of fans are really into that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I forget. I mean, that's apparently a famous comic book storyline too, so they were going to go that way.
Yeah.
I could really see a Heroes for Hire, and what are they called? The Birds of Prey or something? No, not Birds of Prey.
I think Birds of Prey is from...
that's DC.
Yeah.
No, the Colleen Wing one, they're a team.
Misty
Knight and Colleen Wing, they're called something.
Dragon... Isn't it Dragon something, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, regardless, I could see them having a TV show as well, and them kind of going that angle.
Yeah.
So Heroes for Hire and them. Maybe they'll kind of bar Heroes for Hire for now and then bring on the other two first.
Yeah.
This is also a fairly optimistic view because at the same time, they could just be canceling this. They could just be literally pulling the plug.
Yeah.
Who knows? And what's funny, remember, wasn't it last week when I was just like... what I was saying?
Just wipe them all out.
They should literally wipe out Luke Cage. They should wipe out Iron Fist and boom! I'm making things happen. I'm God, apparently. I can just change this stuff.
Let's see what else you can say.
I gotta start saying some more stuff because it's gonna start happening. So I'm predicting the future.
Cool. Into it.
Yeah, I don't know what this next thing is. You tell me this.
So this is a new... it's a reboot, I believe, of the old Sabrina the Teenage Witch show.
I was gonna ask you that. Okay.
Yeah, this is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. So also from the Archie Comics series.
Yes.
And this will be premiering on Netflix on October 26th.
Is it Netflix? Or
It is Netflix. It is absolutely Netflix
my
because that's
brain,
what it's
my
called.
brain. Is it live action?
It's live action.
So, does this mean that there's potential for this to tie in with Riverdale?
With this reboot, they're trying to make it more of the kind of like darker series. Oh, what's that? Riverdale, the Riverdale series that they have on Netflix.
Is that what I just said?
Yeah, but I mean, sorry. Yes. Wait, maybe I wasn't listening.
I was wondering, are they going to connect this then to Riverdale?
I don't know if they're gonna connect.
Because in the Archie comics books, every now and then Sabrina was like with the Archie gang at Riverdale and stuff.
Oh, are they?
Just like if you're reading an Archie Double Digest or something, in the middle there might be a story about Sabrina, right? And then sometimes the next story she'll be at the school or something with Archie and the gang to kind of like blend it a little bit more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Same with Josie and the Pussycats, which they're in Riverdale.
Oh,
the show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or at least Josie is, I think. So.
Okay. Well, I've never seen Riverdale.
I've only seen my girlfriend watching it. So.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so this one does seem to be much more on the darker side. Completely different from the TV show that we used to watch.
It's not like Twilight, is it?
I never watched any of the Twilight movies.
Okay.
I couldn't stand it.
True Blood, did you watch that?
Did not.
Vampire Diaries?
I think the only vampire movies I could ever, or shows I could ever watch were the Sarah Michelle Gellar Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the David Boreanaz Angel.
Joss Whedon. Ooh,
yeah. I don't know why. I just grew up watching. Oh,
those aren't bad. Those are. I'd say those are a different category.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're their own thing.
I really like the theme music for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was awesome.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's the one.
Buffy. She's a vampire slayer. Oh, it's Buffy.
What is this? Na, na, na,
Oh.
na. This is an actual theme song. What is this? No.
I don't know. I was making that up.
Wait, sing it again.
Buffy, she's a vampire slayer. Buffy.
Oh, this hurts.
The vampire slayer.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to it later.
Okay.
Shoot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just making this up. But okay.
Wow.
That's fine.
Then we had this conversation, like you'll sing something
Yeah.
and not realize that it's an actual thing, and I tell you, no, it is an actual thing.
And I don't know
and now
that.
it's killing me.
And then you're right in the end. Yeah. You're probably right.
Oh! It's from the Sonic.
Sonic.
Yeah. Sorry, it's from the Sonic TV show. Not the Saturday morning one, but the can really move Sonic. He's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. Yeah, that's it's like the weekday after school version cartoon of Sonic. Yeah.
If I find it, I will play it in the episode here so that the audience can hear that. But I have no idea.
So much better. I'm gonna drink.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you drink that Scotch ale. Angry Scotch ale. Yeah, we do a lot of branding for things that don't pay us any money.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But one day, Angry Scotch Ale and Sonic the Hedgehog are gonna come.
Yes.
They're gonna meet us and pay
And
us.
so is who was the last one? Rabbit. Although Rabbit's gonna go out of service, I think, eventually, because that's kind of illegal.
It's a little bit illegal.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. I don't know the law.
Cool.
Okay, so let's move.
Wait, I wrote in one more thing.
Sorry.
I wrote it on mine and not yours because
Oh.
I figured you didn't need to know.
What the hey?
Well, so apparently, well, not apparently, this is actually true that I think, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Carol
Steve?
Carol Spinney. So he was the puppeteer for Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch. And apparently after 50 years, he's finally retired.
That sucks because those two characters rock.
They do.
They rock a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's cool that he's left such a big legacy.
Wait, wasn't there? Yes, you're right. You are very right.
Yeah.
I like Oscar the Grouch. I think he's awesome.
Yeah. And I think...
I like Cookie Monster. And I like Big Bird.
Yeah.
And I like
also
Bert.
mentioned. Yeah. Bert and Ernie.
I like Bert.
Bernie.
Bert. Birdie.
Ernie.
Bert.
Ernie.
Bert.
Bernie.
What's something Oscar the Grouch would normally say?
Get out of here. I don't know. I don't remember.
I
I haven't seen this since I was like 5.
Yeah, me too.
Sesame Street? Sesame Street?
What's even the theme song to Sesame Street anymore?
Isn't it do? No, that's from Mario.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the level song.
Oh, sunny day, dreaming of I don't know the words.
Neither do I.
On my way to where the air is clean. Where's that? Where's air clean? Nowhere here.
One of these things is not like the other. Today's letter is
A. I'm not sure why.
The Fonz. Actually, wasn't the Fonz on one of them? And he went, hey!
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that actually happened.
Probably. I don't see why.
Search it
not.
up, peeps. I think it happened.
Okay.
And if it didn't, then there you go. Somebody make that.
Cool.
Okay, let's move on.
Sure.
Answers of the day.
Yep.
Answers of the day. Bing. See, we're going to make a new song every single time. The previous question from last week was, what is the coolest lantern? You have
Ever?
seen.
Question mark.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Sick pumpkin.
What's that?
Yeah, have you ever seen this where they take the innards of the pumpkin?
Oh,
and
I
scoop
get
out of
it.
the
I
mouth?
thought he meant like there's a thing like, oh, yo, this is the sick
Sickest
pumpkin. But,
I've
like,
ever seen, dog.
Yeah.
No, this is literally a sick pumpkin. I love the sick pumpkins.
I was gonna write that down as mine, but I recalled seeing some other ones specifically in it. You'll see it on the list later. But I didn't know it was called sick pumpkin. I was trying to word it in my head, and I was gonna say pumpkin within a pumpkin that gets regurgitated.
Well, that's a really weird way of saying sick
Because
pumpkin.
that's what it looks like. Anyway.
Looks like a pumpkin being sick.
Yeah.
And I like it. I think it's awesome. The other ones I like, and this is me being very vague here, pumpkins that have been shaded with shavings. So, you know when they shave like the pumpkin so much, but they don't shave it to where it's cut through?
Yeah, they don't
and
cut
then they
through.
have that definition of the shading in it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Those
God.
look so good.
I saw one the other day. All it was a jack-o'-lantern face.
Yeah.
But the way they did the shading in the eyes and then in the teeth and everything, I was just like, it was so insane. Like, some of these people are so skilled with jack-o'-lanterns. It's nuts.
Yeah.
When I do a jack-o'-lantern, one year I did the PlayStation logo.
Oh.
Another year I did a face.
Yep.
And then every other year I did another face.
Cool.
That's usually what I do. I normally do a face and then a scar in the eye. And that's about it.
Okay,
And I'm
so
like, I'm done.
Every year it evolves a little bit.
No, it's pretty much the same. Actually, sometimes I leave the knife in. Just so that it looks like it's a
That
work in
doesn't
progress.
seem like the best idea.
Yeah, but then it looks a little bit more Halloween-y. Just
All right.
little knife in there.
Oh, but you don't leave it like outside on a porch or anything. It's inside your home. The knife.
No, it's on the
Knife.
porch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're talking like those little Halloween knives. You know, the ones that
Oh.
like the little orange handle. It's like plastic and flimsy.
Oh, I was
You
thinking like a straight up
serrated
like
with-
chef knife that. Okay.
No, not a real chef knife.
Oh, okay.
We're not Michael Myers here, are we?
Randy, baby.
What's the Austin Powers?
The Austin
theme
Powers?
Song? Austin Powers theme song.
It
It has a really. Okay. That's
I
it.
can't do it when I'm laughing. Wow. Wow. And then key change. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways, I'm sorry. 16-bit Mario. I saw a 16-bit Mario one that was freaking awesome because it was pixels all done into the thing with shading.
Oh, with the shading too.
With the shading, it was fantastic. Some of them were holes that were cut out for that certain pixel,
Yeah.
I guess, but it was just insane. It was really well done. So
Ah, that's cool.
these pumpkin people, they blow me away. They're nuts.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead with yours?
Sure. Right. So the next one we've got here is, so this is actually a character named Halloween from Witch Hunter. It's an anime. I've never actually seen it, but
Oh,
yeah. So this, I believe it's a person who can transform into a pumpkin doll, and I think she does that to help like defend this other person. So she's got swords and she fights and stuff like that.
I may have seen like a GIF of that.
Yeah. So yeah. So this person was basically saying that it's the coolest pumpkin they've seen in general, but not necessarily like a live jack-o'-lantern. But I think that's an acceptable response.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice.
It's kind of cool because how often would you say you've seen a pumpkin like that?
The headless horseman, I guess, could also technically be that with the jack
Yeah.
on his head. Which
Yeah.
I like the headless horseman.
I was gonna call him Ichabod. But
What's
I'm pretty sure
what's
he's
the
not
main
Ichabod.
guy's name in that? He's got a really interesting name.
Ichabod.
Ichabod.
one I just
Ichabod
said.
Crane.
Ichabod
thank
Crane.
you.
Yeah.
Isn't that such a great name?
Ichabod.
Oh,
It must be backwards for something. Ichabod. Dabake?
Dracula.
That's it.
Is Dracula backwards? No way. Ichabod. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, anyway.
I just realized this one.
So for the audience, just so you know, we have an itinerary, like a schedule of what we have, and we've got the outline.
Super organized.
I wrote down exactly. I specifically wrote down the one thing that I was gonna say, which ended up being adjusted, like edited over so many times because we happened to be editing on the Google Doc at the same time from our own homes, and chaos ensued.
Yes.
So I want to read the whole thing, but
Do you remember the order of how this went?
well, it started off with my actual answer, which was Ninja Turtle watermelons, and then you changed watermelons to be underlined.
Yeah.
Then I changed it to be bold, and then you changed it to be italicized, and then you added after watermelon. Oh, you added the apostrophe S, and then
watermelons.
Then I added the parentheses around watermelons.
Yeah.
And then you added revenge after watermelons, and then I added of Splinter. So anyway, so there's a
long story short.
long story short, my answer, which was the Ninja Turtle watermelons, became why I learned how to cook 4 Ninja Turtles soup the third in parentheses watermelons revenge of Splinter parentheses is bad.
Yes.
How did we get that?
Many reasons. many ways.
Anyway.
Why don't you tell me about these Ninja Turtles watermelons?
Yeah, so I think I just saw... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually saw this in person, where people used 4 watermelons instead of pumpkins. And
That seems like such a troll.
I know, but it's because it's already in the same kind of color scheme as the Ninja Turtle skin, right?
Oh.
Right? You know, and they've got zebra skin, obviously.
I get it.
Zebra green. They had... Oh, what did they do? I think they must have used different... How did they signify each of the colors? I don't know if they used like felt pen, or maybe they just used a different lighting, like a special colored
Different
candle.
candle in the wind?
Yeah, Candle in the Wind. That's the one.
All right.
Yeah, Candle in the Wind.
Okay.
How does the song go? On the candle in the wind. Yeah, okay.
On a cold, dark winter's night. I think. I that could be wrong. Interesting. Well, there you go. I'd rather see why I learned how to cook 4 Ninja Turtle soup number 3. Watermelon's Revenge is bad. But
Revenge of Splinter.
Revenge of Splinter is bad. But that's fine. We're going to move on to my topic.
Okay.
Topic on the dock.
Topic. Yep.
I was going to play a horror sound effect, but we don't have time. Let's move on. Okay, what is your favorite horror video game experience? And this can be anything. I don't know if you've played many horror video games, but what's your overall... And it could just be a tale of maybe playing a game at some point that made you scared. That could be anything, right? I mean, we all played Number Bunchers and we're scared by like the things coming by. Or we played... What's that skiing one where you're like skiing down a hill and there's this like creature that's chasing you and then he's like... You know, he eats you.
What? That's a thing?
Can't remember the game. It's a long story. I'll tell you afterwards. There's like this skiing game. It's a really old school game. This like you're skiing and you're dodging trees. That's all the game is.
Yeah.
And eventually, if you get far enough, this like purple monster tries to chase you. And if he gets close enough, he like chomps you to death. It's really freaky.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
Okay, I personally don't play a lot of horror games, or don't play any at all. Actually. Horror games.
Horror.
I'm not sure if it's because I just didn't want to play specifically horror games, but I would just naturally would gravitate towards like party games and games with mini games and stuff like that, you know, like Mario Party or 1-2 Switch, things like that.
Yeah, Mario Party's really creepy. I mean,
yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah, that Peach. So
she's the scariest part of that game.
And Toadstool, he's a mushroom with clothes.
With attitude.
With attitude. But in terms of an actual fun experience I could think of would be when there was a bunch of us playing on the Oculus Rift, and yeah, we have one of those horror games. So you don't really do anything other than look around. Yeah. You can't actually move around and interact, but the game interacts with your eyes, I guess. It just depends on what you look at the time, and you have to look for these cues, and then it's trying to draw your attention so that when you see something, there's like a jump scare or whatever, right? So I wasn't the one playing, but we're all watching it on TV, so we can see everything that the person who's playing can see in their goggles. And what I thought was just, it makes sense, but it's just super funny to witness, is that when he's sitting there and you know you can see like he's so hesitant to look around. You're watching him in person, like his head is just like slowly moving from side to side, and then the minute he sees something in the goggles and we see it on the screen, like something jumps at him, like he wants to cower away and cover his eyes, but he can't because he's got goggles on, so he's covering the goggles, which does nothing, and he still sees whatever is coming at him. And I just like, that situation to me is just so funny, like not even realizing what you're really doing. And then, yeah. But that's good,
that's when you're really involved.
Yeah, you're so immersed in it, right?
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Pretty fun. I kind of want to try it, but I would need to wear a diaper.
Yeah, I'm terrible at jump scares. I wish I was better, but I flinch really easily. Must be in my nature, my evolution over time. The Neanderthal
Your
version,
own evolution.
Yeah. But the Neanderthal version of me must have been bit too many times by tigers or something, because I jump really easily when people make a sudden movement or a loud noise. That being said, I love horror movies and I love horror video games, but man, I play them in the daytime, or I play them with low audio with subtitles on.
Yeah.
I love the story. I get all involved in it, but I hate jump scares.
Yeah.
I love it when something can scare me without jumping me. But that being said, funny moments for jumping. Minecraft. Very first time ever playing that, because I have to mention Minecraft in every single podcast. Happens naturally, I swear to God. First time ever playing Minecraft, skeletons in that game, when they shoot you, it's a jarring sound effect when just suddenly an arrow hits you, and it's never like there's never any warning or anything. It just happens suddenly. Yeah, it's just like dunk, and it just hits you, and just it's really loud. It's hard to explain, but anybody who's been there, they know what it's like when it's just that sudden jolt of a skeleton hitting you. Yeah, and it makes you jump like crazy sometimes. That's some major jumps. Yeah. Harry Potter 2 and the Chamber of Secrets on PC. There was this little like snail monster that, for some reason, the camera in that game is so close to Harry that with the snail monster would sometimes creep on behind you. Oh, okay. Behind the character, and you wouldn't see it until the snail's now in the camera, and then it hits Harry. So there's this weird moment where the whole screen is taken over by something suddenly, and then Harry gets hit, and he goes, ah! Yeah. It's so jarring that totally just made me jump every single time. So.
That must happen in... There are alien video games, obviously. There must be one where it's like an FPS game, and then those little baby aliens that the things that look like two hands.
Alien Isolation is not a movie, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that was a PlayStation 4 game. I just don't know all the subtitles, but I know that's one of them. So that must be the game. Alien Isolation was a PS4 game. They had VR actually at PAX that you could try it out. So yeah, that was a VR one where the hugger probably hits the screen.
That's what it's called, the hugger. The thing that looks like two hands. You know when people try to do a silhouette of a butterfly or of birds?
That's so true.
Yeah, isn't that? I just assume that's what they literally modeled it off.
It's a face hugger, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like that would be the most. That's like the epitome of alien jump scare. From specifically the Alien series,
is pretty much. I think the old school games of Alien used to do that, where it just hit the screen suddenly, and it was like a face hugger, and you wouldn't know if it was coming.
So I just remembered my actual experience. So when I played Diablo for the first time, like Diablo 1 on PC, and I enjoy the graphics and the animation of that much more than the second and the third. I find that as the games have been they've evolved over time, they get a little bit more like juicy, like kind of cartoony, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Right. Just the animation is just like so much. It's like too smooth and too like bouncy.
You're looking for rustic.
I like the rustic aspect.
Me too.
I don't know why. I guess this is just what I grew up with. But
old school PC gamer. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yep. So playing Diablo 1, it's in the first dungeon, and when you unlock the door, like that this is where the boss is, just because everything's been leading up to it. So it's like a mini boss. It's the butcher. So. So I how old was I when I played this? Must have been like 10 or something years old. Yeah, I think I was 10 when I played this. So I'm playing in the dark just because, and I'm in this dungeon. So on screen it's dark as well, and then it's got this really creepy eerie music. I get up to the door and I open the door. As soon as I open it, I hear this deep, loud voice go, fresh meat. And this thing just starts like abnormally walking out of the door towards you, and like I think I had to quit because like I was just too scared at the time. Like, I can't handle this. Like, what is this thing? Why is he so odd looking, and why is he chasing me and he can't walk properly? This is just so weird. And yeah, that was my experience.
I've heard this story before, but not from you, so it's funny. It must be actually like a lasting thing that happened for people.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't play much of Diablo when it first came out, but I've heard this before from somebody else. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is a freaky moment then for people. I believe the Butcher came back in the third Diablo. I think they brought him back in an expansion.
He was in the second for sure. He was in the second, but he wasn't as creepy.
Or I think you fight him again in the third, and you can get his butcher knife or something as a weapon. It sounds familiar to me. Something
probably,
like
but I know for sure you fight him in the second one.
Okay.
And then I think in the second one, you do it because you can take something about. Oh, is it Wirt's leg? You get a specific item from killing the butcher. Oh no, never mind. Something else.
So I don't like jump scares much, but there is a game that I played with a friend of mine when it released, and it's not talked about too much, and it's made by Bethesda after they made Morrowind. You know, Elder Scrolls, Morrowind. So when they made that, they also made Call of Cthulhu on the same engine. So It's a H.P. Lovecraft novel, Call of Cthulhu.
Okay.
Shadow over Innsmouth was the subtitle.
Yeah.
It's kind of mixing two stories together, Call of Cthulhu and the Innsmouth storyline.
Okay.
And it was a really well done game in the engine of Morrowind, and you play as a detective and you go through the storyline of Call of Cthulhu and Shadow over Innsmouth. I don't need to really get into it because it's a very long story.
Okay.
But the game itself is much more creepy and not as much jump scares. And if you need something as a reference now, there's Amnesia is very similar to it. So,
Okay.
this is kind of just in the past. Lots of puzzles, lots of like controlling your sanity, all that kind of stuff. Very typical for like those detective horror games that we see now.
Okay.
But it does have some jump scares and it does have quite a lot of lore. But that's what got me into H.P. Lovecraft. That one video game got me into the whole books and series and entire works of H.P. Lovecraft. So that one game, I have to credit all my horror love to that one. I don't know why, but my friend and I, we played it over 2 nights. And at night we just sit there, like, you know, you sit cross-legged and you have your wired controllers back then.
Yep.
That's what we were doing on his Xbox. So we were just
Right.
playing that back then in the day, just like, oh, so into that game. We played it up until the late hours of the night.
Nice.
I remember being so scared, but wanting to progress because I need to know more about the story.
Yeah.
So like literally like just not wanting to at all, but my thumb just pushing the trigger forward, just like let's go, like and just like moving forward and like a jump scare and I'm like I don't care, we're going.
Yeah.
Like, it was good. It was good. Very good game. So Call of Cthulhu. Shout out to that game. I think there is a remake actually in the works right now.
Ooh.
But
Is it going to be Call of Cthulhu? Have you ever had one?
yes, Call of Cthulhu is exactly what it's called.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
You know, people have tofurkey. No, is it tofurkey?
Oh god.
Like for Thanksgiving, they'll put together like a whole bunch of things where it's like a turkey and chicken and beef. What do they call it?
Like a turkey?
Yeah.
Turkey?
Oh no, it's a turducken. That's what they have.
Yeah,
So they have a
turducken.
turducken, and then somebody stepped it up. This was like years ago when I saw it, but they stepped up turducken and made a Cthulhukin. So it's a turkey with octopus legs and
Oh god.
or squid legs. What is it? Yeah,
Chicken?
it's
Yeah,
octopus
chicken,
legs, and there's probably I think there's chicken and some other maybe sea creatures. I don't know.
Wow.
Sea cucumber sticking out of it. I can't remember exactly, but
Well,
yeah, Cthulhukin.
that'd be a scary sight. I don't know if it would taste very good though.
I don't know. I like octopus.
No, I've never really had much octopus. I have squid. Squid is good.
Squid's good. Yeah.
Squid's good.
Yeah. But if you squid is good, but like octopus, different texture.
Oh, okay.
And if you I'm thinking back to the last couple times I had octopus. I should bring you to these places. We should continue our Asian tour
Okay.
of Asian restaurant tour.
We can do the podcast at the Asian tour.
Can we do it on location one day?
We can, yeah.
Interesting.
We have the power to do whatever we want.
Whatever we want.
Anything. I've actually thought about it.
Yeah.
It's possible. We could go for a walk or a hike somewhere. Not necessarily a hike, but more of a walk out in
Yeah.
nature. And we could actually just record like with professional mics and just have like, I don't know, from our phone or from a mobile device and just record the audio and just go do a full podcast but on the walk.
That'd be sweet.
It would
I think
be.
we should do that.
I think we should too. It'd be
yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
But winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
I think we did it this time, right? That sounded more
Sort of.
accurate.
Okay, that's it. That's my topic. I just want to talk about video games and horror.
Horror.
And I think we did.
Horror.
So let's move on to.
Horror.
I'm gonna get it right this time.
Horror.
You know why I'm gonna get it right?
Horror.
Because I wrote it down.
Oh, great.
The Wheel of Scum.
Yes.
Okay, the Wheel of Scum.
Yes.
Scum.
Could that be the sound effect? The wheel of scum.
I like it. Oh, you remember when the guy?
Yeah. And they pour that goop. They get it's the executioner.
I thought it was the Undertaker, but that's wrestling. So you're probably right.
That's-
The Executioner. Undertaker just comes and chokes them.
They're already dead.
Okay. Wheel of Scum. So what are our options today on the docket for the Wheel of Scum? We got Pirate Adventure. We got Shakespeare in a Byar. We got Parlay OK. We got A Haunting Tale of Woe. We got Who Wants to Be a Scum Millionaire.
Whoa wants to be a millionaire.
And Swashbuckler.
Okay.
So let's see which one we will get. That is in the respective order 1 to 6. Anth0z, roll the dice because I'm not getting the spinner out today. Woo! Ooh, we got swashbuckler. We've never had this one.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Swashbuckle.
Oh boy.
So, for those who do not know, swashbuckler is it's time to show your true pirate skills. Mattbrush versus Anth0z will fight to the death with wit. Roll the dice.
Oh, man.
Whichever number you land on is the category. Each fighter must say a word from the category that begins with the letter at the end of the last word. So I don't know if you've played this game before. Let's
Okay.
do a brief example.
Yeah.
Let's say the category was countries,
Oh boy.
and I said Scotland. You would now need to come up with a country that starts with a D.
Denmark?
Done.
But is that a country?
Yeah, then I would have to
Okay,
say
it's not
Kenya.
Okay.
So that is how we do it. And the first person
Oh,
to
man.
have an unreasonable amount of thought put into it and or gets it wrong loses the sword fight. So cue the music, roll the dice, let's get it going. Categories are 1 is countries, 2 is celebrities, 3 is animals, 4 is movie titles, 5 is video game titles, and 6 is fictional characters.
Oh boy. I'm already suffering.
We got a 3! That is animals. Here
Okay.
we go. I will go. No, you go first to make it easy. So here, let's go for it. Cue the music. Let's fight.
Okay. Elephant.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Does that count?
Let's say it does.
What? What starts with an X?
Damn it.
There must be a. Zale. I don't know what.
We'll just take that as a. Let's take that as a practice round,
Okay.
and we'll go forward. That was my fault. A dinosaur, I guess, doesn't really count as an animal.
But if it did, wow, Tyrannosaurus Rex that screws
It's
everybody
also
over.
2 words, but maybe.
Oh, does that have to be one word?
No, it doesn't have to be 1 word. So, yeah, let's go again. We'll just say that was an example.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Seahorse.
Elephant.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay. So with T. What starts with a T? Train. Tiger. Ah,
Rhino.
this is way too hard. Orangutan. Yeah.
No, okay, I got it. Okay. Newt.
T again? Okay, I've already said T. Ooh, Tomcat. That counts, right?
Tusken Raider. You know, like
I think you're onto something.
triangle.
Oh, no, it's another dinosaur. Triceratops.
I know. Why did dinosaurs come to mind? There's gotta be something. Oh my god, there's a billion animals in this world. Keep wanting to say tiger lily. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too. I keep saying tiger lily in my head. Is that
A tetrafish?
tetrafish?
Yeah, that's
So-
a type of fish. Does that work?
I guess.
Tetrafish.
Is it actually called tetrafish or just tetra?
I'll call it tetra.
So then I'm A.
A.
Animals. Aardvark.
A.
What? Aardvark.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm just saying my animal.
Oh, okay.
And my animal is a Klondike bear.
That's a thing, so
Sure.
yeah. Okay, so R. Did you already say rhinoceros?
I did.
You said rhino, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, red panda.
An aardvark.
No, was that red? Wait, no, is it red panda? Red panda fox. Oh shoot, what is it?
No, red panda works. Red panda's a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not a red panda fox.
No, there's a red
It's a
panda.
red panda. Okay, that's the one with like the. Okay,
Did
sorry.
you already see aardvark?
I did say aardvark.
Okay, anteater.
Hard.
Royal
blue. Ah, rabbit. Oh
There you go.
man.
Termite.
So I'm at E.
Yes.
So can it eel?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mine's gonna be the famous lice. Why? Is lice what I come up with? Can't come up with anything else.
Does that even count as an insect? Lice?
I don't
guess
even
it.
know.
I guess it must.
It's living.
It's okay. Sure. So I'm at E.
I can.
Entropy.
I know. That's what I was doing too. It's like entropy.
Ewok.
Ewok.
I don't think.
See, if it was fictional characters, we'd do a lot better at this.
Yeah.
An Ent, an Ewok.
Yeah. The everyday mongoose.
E is for elk.
Oh wow! We
Sure.
should just do that all the time.
Yeah.
Wait, that was.
Well, I said it, not you. But I shouldn't have said that. But do you want to do elk?
Okay, elk.
Okay, you do elk and I'll do koala.
Okay, because I would have done kangaroo.
Oh, but you didn't, did
yeah. So one of us can get taken next time. So koala, right?
Yeah.
You said anteater, right?
I did, yes.
Okay, and I said aardvark. Albatross.
Spider.
R again. What's with animals?
There's two R ones that I think you can get.
Rare, rabid, rat. Oh, rats.
Wow.
Man.
You got that really quickly.
Well, yeah, once you... Okay, I got
And
it.
mine is tsunami fish. No, that's not a thing. I give up on tea. I'm done with tea. I can't figure out animals with tea. I don't know why. I'm sure there's plenty, but I can't think of any of them.
There are plenty
of tea.
tea.
I bet you... Okay, now I'm saying the game is done. You win. You won.
I don't think... No.
You won?
No,
I know.
Neither
I know.
of us won that.
I give you that point.
We both suck.
Give you that point.
We suck at animals.
But I have to say, what the hell? Starts with T. It's an animal. Tree lice.
Tiger. I guess yeah. It's the only animal. There are no other animals that start with T.
Yeah, there's tiger. That's about it.
That's it.
And you would think like tiger monkey. Oh, is that one? Is tiger monkey a thing?
There's tiger shark.
Oh,
Maybe-
see, that would have worked though.
Maybe that's a tiger everything. A tiger bear.
Well, that's what I was trying to do is like find other things that start with it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of anything. Tiger shark would have been perfect.
Tiger zebra. Hey, that'd be kind of cool.
Just mixing the two together.
Yeah.
Tiger zebra.
Tiger zebra.
Imagine if you said tiger and then your next one was liger. And then you just like... Geiger. Just kind of kept going. With
Wait,
tigers.
liger is a lion and a tiger, right?
No, I think a liger is a cat.
Okay. Tiger.
I don't know.
Tarfield the tat.
Okay, well we're done with the Wheel of Scum.
Okay.
We did it. That was Swashbuckler. I honestly think we suck at
We
animals.
should never play that game again.
I'm gonna study up for next time.
I think
we weren't that good at that.
Yeah.
We're gonna X-nay animals out of it for next time, so
Sure.
that we end up with one of the other topics.
Yeah, please.
Okay, on to your topic docket.
All right.
Topic docket.
So, in light of the season, the joyous season of Hallows Eve, what's the Halloween movie that you like to watch every year? Because I can think back to, like every Halloween, I would look forward to watching these specific movies, and they would just generally play on cable. I think they were. I don't really know why. I guess just networks seem to know like, oh, these are the ones that always play, so let's just keep playing them.
I like The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like Hocus Pocus.
Okay,
I
yeah,
like that one a lot.
yeah,
I like Ghostbusters.
yeah. Okay.
And I have Creep Show, which I really like.
I've never
Creep
seen
Show.
that.
It's an old school Stephen King one.
Okay.
And Cat's Eye.
No,
And then
really.
recently I've added Trick or Treat. It's an
Okay.
interesting. They're all kind of stupid little slasher ones, but they're fun. They're definitely really like they're super campy, but they're really Halloween spirited. So
Okay.
I like those movies. I do watch Nightmare Before Christmas as well, but I came into that late in life, so it's not like a super favorite. But I
Yeah.
like putting it on because it's got that spirit. And it's like I'm trying to feel the Halloween spirit. I'll throw that one on for
So
sure.
you would watch that. Wait, am I thinking? Wait, which movie did you say?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
What
So.
did I say?
Oh no, I'm just making sure. So you would watch that for Halloween, but not for Christmas.
No, I don't watch that for Christmas.
Okay.
It doesn't really seem like a Christmas movie to me.
Interesting. I've always just thought of it as a Christmas movie.
No.
I know, because we're thinking of this with like the skeleton.
Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington. Yeah.
I mean, sure, he's trying to bring Christmas to Halloween Town, but it's much more of a Halloween movie. That it's not like the whole movie is about Santa trying to bring Halloween to Christmas. You know, it's all about Jack Skellington trying to bring Christmas to Halloween, but no, he has to keep the spirit of Halloween. So, sure, it's a dual movie, but
Yeah.
it's much more Halloween than it is anything else.
Well, this just goes to show you what I really thought about movies while I watched them as a kid. Because when I watched that, like I knew that they were all scary and Halloween looking, but because the title had Christmas in it, I just assumed that it was a
It
Christmas
also has
movie.
Nightmare in it.
Yeah, but Nightmare's not Halloween specific. Nightmare's just daily, depending on who you are and what you do.
No, I only have nightmares exclusively on Halloween.
Well,
Wow.
do you control them too?
Yeah.
All right.
I have lucid dreams,
Ew.
and I figure it out
Oh.
on Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Do 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 do.
Cora!
Kill Spargon! You know, I heard that theme recently, and I was just all I could think about was you doing that. It was so funny.
Okay, so yeah, those. So Hocus Pocus for sure. That's
Yes.
one of the movies that
Billy!
I watch all the time.
I love Hocus Pocus. That's a good movie.
That was Sarah Jessica Parker.
It was, and she's really young.
Wow.
And also Bette Midler.
Bette Midler and the girl from Whoopi Goldberg. Sorry, sorry, the girl from
Not
Sister
her daughter.
Act.
Not her
Sorry.
daughter. Just the girl from Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, the girl from Sister Act. That's the one. She's the one who was like, she was the kind of like big opera voice singer.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You're talking about the witches. Yes.
The witches, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the starring role is the dude and what's her name, because they obviously had giant careers after that movie.
I can kind of picture them. It was a little blonde girl, right? And,
There is a little blonde girl. She might be in more movies, but the main dude and the other love interest chick, I don't know if they're in anything else, but I don't really know them
Right.
from anything.
Actually, the guy, I can picture him in some other things, but yeah, not a lot.
The
Not
guy
a
who
lot.
plays Billy in that movie, the zombie?
Yeah.
Billy!
Yeah.
He is actually a famous actor, though. He
Oh, okay.
plays the fish guy in Hellboy. You know the fish
Oh,
guy?
oh, cool.
Yeah, same actor. I can't
What?
remember his name.
I thought the fish guy was.
He's a really skinny guy. He's like
I thought-
super skinny face.
I thought the fish guy was Fraser's brother.
No. Oh, there might be two different actors that play the fish guy.
Oh, maybe
Actually,
like
I
one's
think-
the voice and one's the body. Is that weird?
Oh,
Could that be it?
I don't know. That's interesting.
You know who I'm talking
I didn't-
about, right?
Yeah, I do know. I can't remember. The guy who plays Niles.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
can't
not.
remember his name right now. But you might be right. He might play him in some of the Hellboy movies, not all of them.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe you're right. Maybe he's just a stunt actor. I'm not really too sure.
Huh.
But I was listening to a what's that movie? Movie Fights podcast,
Mhm.
and the guy who does the fish guy from that
Yeah.
was on the Movie Fights, and he was talking about playing Billy. I was like, oh, and I've seen his picture on there. He's this really skinny guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, if that character had to do a lot of action sequence, I don't think
Yeah.
Niles. Oh gosh, I can remember his.
Yeah, just
actual
call him
name.
Niles. He's okay with it.
So okay, thanks, Niles. So he didn't seem like a nimble kind of character.
Toss
Person.
and scrambled eggs. It was so quick. TikTok. No, what's it called?
Kesha.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
No.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus. Good. There's an awesome scene in that where the guy gets really angsty and he's frustrated with his parents and his sister for being annoying.
Yeah.
So he goes into his room and he slams the door and he gets on his drum set and he goes doom 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 doom. And then the sister comes out. She goes, Max! And he's, get away! And it's really funny. So, just so you know, when you rewatch it, that's a hilarious scene.
I think when I watch it, I always look forward to Sarah Jessica Parker singing on her broomstick.
Oh, that's a
And-
good scene where she's singing to the children.
Yeah.
She's like, chant, or hush. No, is it hush little children?
No,
Don't
because
say a word?
that's not no.
But she does do a nursery rhyme, I thought.
Yeah,
like,
it's
sings
kind of like a
really
nursery
slow
rhyme. But it's her own. I don't think it's any actual.
Oh, maybe it's
known.
not.
I think
It's
specifically
well
the
done
movie.
though. I like
Yeah.
that. No, the song that Bette Midler does is the best. I Put a Spell on You.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
play that. Just
Yeah.
like at my house, I played it on CD. I used to love that song because her version of it was it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
great.
I think when I watched that as a kid, you know how her lipstick is it doesn't cover her whole mouth. It's
Yeah, it
just
only
like,
does like the little
it's
middle
kind of
part.
like
Yeah.
like Hitler mustache, but just
Yeah.
the lips.
Yeah.
So I think when I was a kid, I just assumed her lips were always like naturally puckered, and I like she didn't. That was just how she was. I'm like, wow, that's really cool.
Bette Midler.
Like that's why they hired her to be the witch.
Maybe.
So yeah, my go-to movies, maybe a little bit unorthodox. Actually, no, they're not because they're still Halloween themed. But did you ever watch the Ernest movies?
Oh, Ernest
Jim
Scared
Varney?
Stupid.
Yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's a great movie. I forgot about that one. Yeah,
And
I haven't seen that in a while.
I haven't really.
I used to watch that and Ernest Rides Again. I used to watch those all the time.
Yeah. So with Ernest Scared Stupid,
Jim Varney?
Jim Varney.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was this one, like, it was the stupidest thing in the movie. Like,
I was scared stupid.
his, okay, so there's this big troll that they're trying to defeat, right?
In the bed? When
Huh?
the troll climbs in the bed with the girl or whatever? And
Oh, maybe it does at some point. Yeah.
there's a jump scare in there. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But the troll pretty much just goes around town just, like, scaring people. I can't
Yeah.
remember what the purpose was. And the witch, so Ernest, goes up to, and he finds the witch and finds out what the, I guess what the main thing would be to defeat the troll is. But the thing is, like, the piece of paper that has the ingredient on it is missing a letter.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's M-I-blank-K. Oh, no, is it? Yeah, it's
and
M-I-blank-K.
He thinks it's Mink?
He thinks it's Miak.
Oh,
And so, like, the thing is, like, for some reason, growing up, I always wanted to make that joke, and I think I did for a while, and nobody got it, and I stopped making that joke, but I always thought it to myself, because nobody else had ever seen that movie.
Miak.
And I always wanted to say, like, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store, get some Miak. And people would be like, yo, what?
You gotta bring that joke back. Miak.
It was so pivotal when he finally figured out that it was Miak. Because it took him a while. He's staring at this paper, and he's like, what? What could this be? Miak. And he was so happy that he figured it out.
Ask people if they like Miak and sugar in their coffee or something. Do you take it with Miak?
But
just so seriously. Like...
But then even later on, he faces the troll, and he actually goes up to him and says, I've got the thing to defeat you. I've got Miak. And the troll actually repeats, Miak? He's so confused, like, what? Anyway, yeah, so there was that movie, and then there was this cartoon movie called The Halloween Tree. That's what it was. So it's
Berenstain Bears?
No.
Oh,
it's
okay.
So cartoon. Let's see. There's like 3 or 4 kids, and I think what happens is one of the kids is like losing his spirit or losing his life, and these other kids, they have to go. They're going to try to find him, and they go on this like really really random journey. In the end, they have to eat this like skull. They each have to eat like a part of the skull, and it'll like absorb their life and give it back to their friend so that he can live. And
wow,
yeah, it's a crazy movie.
Yeah.
But I really like watching it like every Halloween as a kid. And I really wanted to eat that skull because the way they made it looked so sweet.
Isn't that so weird when that happens? You're a kid and like you want to eat the thing that looks weird.
Yeah, for me it was Sonic the Hedgehog. Whenever he ate a chili dog, I wanted it so badly.
No. For me, it was a kid's book called Stone Soup.
Yeah. Stone Soup.
Oh, as
yeah.
a kid, I always got so hungry reading that book.
Yeah.
I read it at night before going to bed, and I get so hungry.
Yeah.
And they would always, all the townspeople would add a new ingredient to the soup, and I was like, I want to eat the soup. And then there was the stones in it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't care if there's
I
stones in it.
it just is so good.
Oh my god.
Like the stones just help it churn. And
yeah. So you did remind me, Scooby-Doo. There was a Scooby-Doo one. I can't remember the name of it right now, and I haven't seen it in forever. But I would like to watch it again, because I used to watch it a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was Scooby-Doo...
Where are you?
Yeah, where are you? No. Oh. No, it was the mystery team or whatever the heck they're called.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Mystery team?
The
mystery machine with the
Scoopsters?
Scoopster?
I'm actually not sure.
They all...
Raggy?
Scoob!
Oh, Scoob!
What was I saying? I don't really know. They all went to an island. Oh, that's probably what it's called, like a horror island or zombie island or something like that.
Okay.
I think it might have been called Zombie Island.
Yeah.
And they go there, and there's like this curse, and the curse is put upon the island.
Yeah.
The zombies come out at night, you know, and they're on there. They're like, oh, sure, whatever.
Sounds
you know?
like Minecraft.
And the zombies come out. Yeah. And they have to solve this mystery. But the biggest plot twist of all, and this I swear to God is not the full twist of the movie, is that these are real zombies. So they try to remove the face off of the zombie, and that face does not come off. And that's when Shaggy's like, whoa! And then they like realize that this is real, and it's not typical Scooby-Doo.
Not a cartoon.
Yeah, it actually even starts like a typical Scooby-Doo TV show, like the old school ones, and then kind of like morphs into this territory. And it gets really, really good after that.
Wow.
So I just watched that a lot as a kid. There was a few scary scenes. I'm sure they're so tame now.
Yeah.
They did like typical things like blood coming down the walls and like things being written backwards and then seeing in the mirror and all that, you know?
Yeah.
But as a kid, it was freaky. But anyways, now I'm sure it's fine. But I liked it a lot though. So.
Oh, man, you know what? This is actually getting me really hyped to watch Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been watching as many since.
We have time.
We do.
We're recording this a little bit early, so for us, we still have a few more days. When this releases, I think there's only like 2 days until Halloween. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I used to watch them when I was living at my parents' place and we had cable, obviously. And then I think as time went on, you know, you get busy, you just kind of just do whatever teen angst stuff that you feel like doing.
Angst.
And then I never went back to watching Halloween movies. I think because all the ones that you would see, or the ones that I saw on the TV listings all the time, were just like the typical scary ones. Yeah. But I wasn't really into watching those. But now that we're rehashing like Hocus Pocus and like all these things, like I actually want to go back and watch these movies because they're so
into the spirit, man.
Yeah.
Get into the spirit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You're jamming with the spirit, man.
Oh,
Okay.
I think it'd be Halloween, man.
So, I just wanted to say, Anth0z,
Mattbrush.
how do you feel about Halloween this year? Hunting near you.
Am I actually answering you? If
No,
I'm-
no. We're done with your topic now.
Okay.
We're going to move on to a section that we like to call Message in a Bottle. I'm sorry. Message in a Bottle. We actually do have a comment, and this actually came from me.
Trying to do like a bottle whistle. How do you do it? Message in a...
Oh,
Sorry,
oh my god! I just understood what you were doing. I thought you were trying to make a horror sound effect.
Oh, no.
You were trying to do a message
Like-
in a bottle sound.
Well,
I
yeah.
get it.
No, well... Yeah.
You're trying to do something. Yeah, okay. Message in a
Bottle.
Okay, well, we actually have a real comment this time, and it's because I was
All the other ones were fake?
No. It's normally we have to say, well, we don't have any comments, we gotta move on.
Yeah.
This time, we actually have a comment, so hooray.
Sweet.
I was Twitch streaming at mattbrushgaming.com.
You were
and
twitching?
No, at mattbrushgaming is my Twitch. not .com, it was at twitch.com.
Do Twitch gamers say that I'm twitching? Or I'm
I was
streaming?
twitching online, and
Yes.
people were observing my twitches. And so what I was doing was I was Twitch streaming our channel,
Yeah.
or our podcast, so people could watch podcasts. It was also while I was editing a different version of the song that you will have heard at the beginning of this episode. And when I was doing that, there was a person that had commented, so I kind of rearranged it and made it the comment here into this section. Long story short,
Yep.
we have a comment, and it is: have you thought about reviewing movies?
Yes.
And Anth0z is hard to hear sometimes.
Thank you.
It is exactly
Thank
that, but
you.
I rearranged it so that I ended up saying that. For one, we've had some audio issues in the past. We'll probably have audio issues in the future, but
Yeah.
we do our part to fix them. I think this episode is going to be fantastical. I think it's going to be a fantastic episode.
Quantico?
Contico. Perfection. And that is what we strive for around here, is
Yeah.
perfection. But we don't always hit our mark, so we
No.
try.
No.
And I have to admit, the last couple episodes, we had a few audio issues where we had one mic not working. I'm so sorry.
Darn it, Mike.
Yeah, I know. We fired him. We got a new mic in. Mike, you want to say anything?
Randy, baby.
Okay, we're not going to let Mike talk again. He may even be fired. We'll see. But anyways, we are good, so I think Anth0z is going to be better to hear now.
Yeah.
What do you think? Maybe haven't heard you this whole episode and it sounds like I'm just talking to myself. Maybe, but I don't think so.
Well, Sure.
Okay. Have you thought about reviewing movies?
No, but I thought about reviewing video games.
Oh?
Or no, sorry, not reviewing, but streaming video games.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, they were talking about for us to do it on the podcast, but for one, I don't want to change our dynamics of this at all.
Yeah.
The way we do our podcast, so I wouldn't do it. I personally don't think I would like to add it into this section, but I do think that we could maybe release an additional podcast.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that because I think when we were watching Transformers, because you were mentioning, maybe it was because when you were recording, I was thinking like, why don't we just like record ourselves now, like talking?
Yes.
But obviously we couldn't because other people are there.
Yeah.
But that could be a thing, right?
Yeah, we could have easily done that, gone seen the movie, and then talked about it afterwards. I wouldn't mind that, and
Yeah.
then we could actually have that come as a bonus episode.
Yeah. Bonus episode.
So we do a bonus episode every now and then, and I think that's something that we'll probably play around with. So thank you, Iceberg, for mentioning it. It's in the works, I'm sure.
Wait, but their name is Iceberg621, not just Iceberg.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a specific
I was
Iceberg.
trying to spare them the embarrassment, but Iceberg621, you've been called out officially.
Yeah, but what if 61 is like, it could be a very specific number for...
That could be a gang sign for all you know, Anth0z. So you might be calling out their gang, in which case you're going to get shanked. So.
6, 2... Okay, so 2 could be an R.
Iceberg in a 621.
6 could be a B. So B-R-I. So
Breathe.
Iceberg Brie. Iceberg cheese. Brie cheese. That's what it is. The gang is Brie. The gang is cheese. The gang loves Brie cheese.
The gang is Brie. Sounds like a hashtag. Hashtag the gang is Brie. Okay, let's move on to question of the day.
Cool.
This one we pre-wrote. Do you agree with this one? Do you think it makes sense?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to ask this question then. Favorite remake that is better than the original?
Yeah.
So we're talking about movies, video games, TV shows, pop culture, pumpkins, pumpernickels, papaya.
Remade pop
Remakes.
culture.
remake pop culture, is it better than the original? And I want to hear about it.
I hope somebody answers that one.
Anyways, let's and because I accidentally printed it, let's just remember this old school company called Deke, and it would do this stupid animation at the end of like Pokemon or something. But Deke.
And it would be, I think, the letters they'd rotate. They would spin until they land in place on the spot, right?
It was through a window, though, right? Her kid's window is how I remember
the
it.
one?
Or the camera would pan out through a kid's window and go, Deke!
Or like the and the ball, the point of the dot of the eye wouldn't show up until the end or something like that, right?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
And it was a kid that would say,
it
like,
was a kid.
Deke! Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. I used to laugh every single time.
Yeah.
Because I'm not very mature.
Yeah. Well, who is?
Yeah, true. All right, Anth0z.
All right, Mattbrush.
Where can the audience find you?
On the Twitter, you can tweet me at Anth0z1. That is at Anth0z1.
Can you give me your best villain laugh right now? Do it. Go.
Can it be a Japanese villain laugh?
Of course. That's so good. That's so good. I love it.
Would you get it though? Well, there's this thing.
No, I don't understand what that's from. I just thought it was
No,
funny.
I don't know if it's actually from a specific character.
It kind of sounds like Master... What's his name from Dragon Ball Z? He's like, Goku.
Roshi?
No,
Oh, King Kai?
King Kai. Yeah, it kind of sounds like King Kai laughing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing like where all the anime that have some sort of villain, like, I don't know, like really...
I know they used to go foo 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 foo.
That's probably one. Yeah, like every villain has their own
Foo, foo,
signature
foo, foo.
laugh. Like that's how you know that they're like the boss of that arc. That they have their own signature laugh.
Yes.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I understood that a little bit because I know a little bit of the villains that sound really weird.
Yeah, when you watch an anime.
Yeah, well, when I watch my animes,
Yeah.
I think that the villains sound kooky.
Yeah.
The audience can find me at Twitter at Mattbrush Gaming at Twitter, and on Twitch you can find me at Mattbrush Gaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
On YouTube you can find me at Mattbrush Gaming on YouTube, and I host our podcast on YouTube, so you can find the Scumm Bar Podcast in video form on YouTube. And if you would like to email us or contact us, you can do so at the scumbarpodcast@gmail.com.
You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it all night long. Please leave us a comment and review. We enjoy comments and we enjoy reviews, but we only enjoy 5-star reviews because I will accept nothing less.
What about more?
Man, if you can do more, do it.
Do it.
Do it. I dare you.
You can do it.
You can do it. Okay, well, have a good one, folks. Enjoy your Halloween. Be safe. Fire some crackers. In the microwave, just a couple crackers, throw them in there and fire them up.
Fire them up.
And fire them up good.
With chocolate and marshmallows.
Yeah, make sure you have fun on Halloween. Make sure you trick and you treat. Okay?
Have fun, okay?
It is a time for all of us to celebrate.
Jack.
Celebrate Jack. Jack
Yeah.
what?
Jack. Well, of House Lantern.
I guess so.
I
In
think
some weird world where you've got some character named Jack-O-Lantern. But, okay. Jacko. Jacko is his name.
Jacko.
Jack-O-Lantern
I
is his
see.
last name.
It's
Yeah,
Jacko.
that's where I was confused.
Jacko.
It's Jacko.
Okay, it's
Fine.
Jacko.
Yeah,
Right.
you're fine.
So
Okay,
he's not-
anyways, enjoy everybody. Happy Halloween.
Don't be a Halloweenie.
Halloweeny? Halloweeny.
Halloweenie.
You? You too?